Previously on Hard Knocks.
Get out my room.
Got to keep making the mental part of it important. Constant pursuit of getting it right.
The effort is yours.
That time Adam Jones kind of loses his leverage, allows him to get back inside.
All I need is, one play, one opportunity to make a statement.
We out.
Amendola fumbled the football, and that is something a rookie free agent cannot do.
Sure. Am I sitting there? No. You can sit right there. All right. Here we go. Let's start with Wade. Let's start with quarterback.
Tony was outstanding. 0 mentals, 0 physicals, 0 decision errors, and no critical errors. His approach to the game was just like a playoff game.
Felix Jones, I was really, really impressed with this guy. Very explosive player. Wasn't like a rookie playing an NFL game for the first time.
Zach, the guy really has instincts. Coach, he times blitzes as good as any of them. Yes, sir.
Pac-Man had a rough night. He showed his rust.
Basically, it was the first quarter that our first team played, and then after that, we looked at everybody else because we need to.
Bennett, he's got to pick up his intensity level. He is literally jogging because the kid can run and it's not showing up on the tape. And then Amendola ends up fumbling, which is a real negative and something that makes you nervous.
As the coaches work their way down the depth chart, praise becomes scarce.
It's pretty obvious on tape that we can go back and say, hey, we didn't get off the ball. But most of that stuff happened with the second group.
On the option route, he's turning the wrong way, turning into the defenders.
All in all, he's a little light in the ass and gets driven back at times.
I just didn't know whether he could tackle or not. It didn't look like he tackles real well.
The guy's been a bum the whole camp.
A lot of ups and downs. I'd be scared to death if he ever had to play in a game that meant anything.
The road to an NFL title is long. Training camp is only the first leg of the journey.
We all got one goal, the Super Bowl. Everything we do is to go to that bowl. And in this league, there's 31 other teams that got the same goal. At the very beginning, we walked in this room, we talked about being great. Go from being good to great. The things you have to do to go from good to great. Sacrifice. Sacrifice, hard work, commitment. Grab a piece of paper right now. The title is Good to Great. What do you need to do to go from good to great?
Training camp is all uphill. Here, stars try to become champions, and unknowns try to run down their dreams.
We got a chance to be great.
There are goals and there are targets. In the case of quarterback Tony Romo, the Super Bowl may be his goal, but best friend tight end Jason Witten is his big target on and off the field.
You know what's funny is you actually have more hair than Witten.
Oh, listen, it's unbelievable.
It's out of the clip. Hey, don't worry about it.
Believe me, he's using something. There's no, it hasn't changed in 5 years. He's using something.
He just thinks that everybody wants to hang out with him, and really he's not that cool. We're not his entourage, that's for sure.
Tony Romo isn't the entourage type. More like a small-town guy who just happens to have a big-time arm.
Individual. I take my job very serious, but I don't take myself very serious.
He really doesn't get concerned with the perception of who he is. He doesn't really allow that to bother him. I'm sure it gets old for him, but you know, he seems to handle it pretty well. He wants his teammates and his coaches and the management to understand who he is and what he's trying to do, but he's a winner in everything that he does. The level where he's playing right now, I wouldn't trade him for any other quarterback in this league. And obviously I have a biased opinion, but he's playing that well, and I think a lot of what we want to do lies on him, and I think he's up for that challenge.
56 is Mike. 180. Lloyd inside. It's 11 personnel now. 11. Good. That's the way to throw the ball. It should be like clockwork. Good. Love the rhythm.
Jerry, I just got a text from Troy. It says, saw where Favre turned down $25 million over 10 years to stay retired. Can you ask Jerry when I can expect my first installment? I've been retired for 8 years now.
He was an easy sell.
Yeah, you're an easy mark. You were an easy
He was an easy sell.
The Cowboys training camp is less than an hour north of Hollywood. That means there's never a shortage of cameras to cover the NFL's most glamorous team.
And welcome everyone to Cowboys Roundup on FSN.
I feel that I'm almost back. I feel comfortable, my legs feel good, and I'm enjoying myself.
It's crazy, man. Every day it's something. I think Dennis Miller was out here, and it's kind of crazy. I guess that's how it is. Being with the Cowboys and America's team and whatnot, everybody's rooting for you.
Guys, when we play on national television, as Mr. Jones said, an average of 20 million more people watch. The Cowboys have won more than anybody else, but because the Cowboys have become accessible and have always been available to the media, people have a larger sense of interest in the team.
I mean, honestly, for us, it's never as big a search as you guys write about anyway. Everything's overrated a little bit sometimes, or over talked about, or hyped too much in a sense. I mean, when you get out here to camp, you're playing football.
I got to ease into the media part because I don't really like you guys. The media, I don't know.
Terrell Owens has been scarfing popcorn for years. But at this camp, T.O. has taken on a new role, the mentor.
Terrell is sort of like the chief of police. He kind of handles a lot of things that I don't need to handle, so he knows I don't have to say anything. We just look at each other and he's gone.
Over-exaggerate. Over-exaggerate going that way. Yeah, because you already coming out your route. You turning around before you even got your feet down. Your feet set. You didn't see nobody go in there at the coach. Everybody went like inside the coach about 1 or 2 yards.
I just got the depth. He said get the depth. I tried to get the depth.
I know, but watch the people in front of you. Yeah, you can still get your depth, but just watch the guys in front of you.
Terrell does a good job of making us compete.
I want you to be good. I see the ability you got, man. You just gotta come to practice locked in. It's a numbers game, bro. You mess around and get cut, and then they keep somebody like, I'm way better than him.
Terrell needs a Super Bowl ring, and that's what we're trying to get him, and we look up to him like that. So he's the godfather of the receiving corps, so that's how we look at him.
Like T.O., Adam Jones is a gifted athlete. But number 21 is not only trying to return from a year-long suspension, he's doing it with a new team and a new defensive scheme.
He was a man-to-man type of a player more at Tennessee, and the transition to a team type of a package is something that he has to continue to improve on.
Like when they do the comebacks and stuff, I can stay on my pedal to 15.
Right.
But when they run that bang, I be on my pedal, then they just break it off at 10 to 7 yards.
That's okay. He hasn't played much zone. He's been a man-to-man player. So the zone stuff gets him a little bit. He's a little inconsistent in playing those things.
I couldn't even call home and tell my mom about that game last week. Call me, now what the f is you doing? I said, what was you talking about? That ain't the way you play ball now. What the f is wrong? What you got on your mind? Yeah.
All right, let's have a good day. Let's go.
He may not be mama, but Coach Campo is a pretty fair father figure. And in a pinch, dance partner.
Grambling marching band.
Were you teaching Campo some moves, or are you trying to get him to...
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get Campo on this hip-hop thing, man. You see, I have him out there dancing all the time. Show him how the G5 go. Do it for real, man.
That looks like the 5-0, Hawaii 5-0 right there.
I have no idea what the dance is.
He said it was the Superman.
Yeah, the Superman, whatever it is, I don't know. Let's go, Pack, let's go, Pack. There's times when you're the boss. Nice, there you go. And there's times when I believe you have to show the players that you're with them. In any family, the biggest thing is trust. Part of that is being, part of them.
In the NFL, there are small sins and big ones. A drop pass is a big one.
Oh, shit!
Too many drops today. You drop a ball, it's 50 push-ups. Any mental mistake, that's 25.
We gonna make you boys strong. Once you do that, my pegs hurting.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got a few too many push-ups. One reason that guys are DBs in comparison to being receivers, the guys that can't catch usually come over on the defensive side of the ball.
99? Yeah, right. 100. Yeah. Okay, now 100. Man, that hurt. 150 push-ups. Don't drop no more passes.
Avoiding 150 push-ups is one kind of motivation. But it isn't what drives Sam Hurd. Number 17 is the team's number 3 receiver, and he's ready for a breakout 2008 season.
I'm just gonna try to bust balls. I'm not even caring about who's in front of me, who's covering, who's out there. I don't even see them. It's me running routes on the air pretty much every time I'm out there. I'm ready to go, so in game time, there's not a doubt in their mind.
The way he comes to work every day and his attitude is really as good as it gets. Our experience has been every time we've given him an opportunity to do something, he's come through. He's only going to continue to grow as a player.
Hurd's stiffest competition for the number 3 receiver's job is roommate Miles Austin.
Got him. I don't really look at myself in competition with other people. I just really focus on myself, and I'm not really worried about other people.
Here. Man, you ain't gonna care if you think I'm fast.
Watch his leverage.
I'll run right by your crazy ass. I had a couple good catches, but I had a lot of things I still need to work on.
All right, don't let him get into you. I think he would have got you.
If he can be consistent, he can be a very explosive football player.
I think a lot of it is just confidence, just going out there and believing you can do something.
Both Sam Hurd and Miles Austin are really having good camps.
We really like how those guys are working and how they're trying to take advantage of their opportunities and trying to find a little role for themselves on this offense.
Preseason game number 2 is approaching, but weeks of two-a-days have left legs leaden.
A lot of guys' legs are feeling a little shaky.
You got those nice, fresh 22-year-old legs. Boil your legs for the day.
Basically, they feel like they don't have any burst. They're not as quick. That's going to happen in two-a-days.
It's camp. I think camp is designed to tear you down. Coaches are just trying to see how hard you can push yourself. You wake up in the morning and you have no idea how you're going to practice. It's like, I don't even think that I could walk fast right now. Yo, I'm sore.
I realize that you're getting worn down. Part of training camp is tearing you down and then coming back up. And that's what we're going through right now. And we'll get through this. If you'll stay into it mentally, we'll get through it better than anybody else.
Wade Phillips isn't a pushover. He pushes his players when he knows it'll do the most good.
Go ahead and just duck around backside. Sam, you got a rush on Sam Jack. Damn, he's still not going to the alley.
He's a very demanding coach as far as
technique.
Because if you stay square like that, and the quarterback's over there, they're going to push you this way. But if you turn your hips, they're pushing against you, you're going toward the quarterback.
I sit here and I look at our players. If I had to pick somebody to coach them for their skills, I'd rather have Wade than anybody in this country.
Things are moving. Most of the equipment is headed to Dallas, where the Cowboys will finish training camp. But first, the team travels to Denver for 2 days of practice and a game with the Broncos.
15 buzzballs out. And a room on that, G?
Have your IDs out, folks. It makes it a lot easier.
You gotta go slow with this. You gotta treat this like a woman. You gotta go nice and slow with the keys. Got my nice liver. Oh, don't you try it, Mom. I caught you. I caught you this time. You get your ass out of my room. Get out of here. I caught you this time. You sneaky little rascal. Get out of here.
Yeah, they have to read like that guy who singled up there.
Funny thing about the NFL, scenery doesn't matter. On his first trip to the Broncos facility, Tony Romo is focused only on football.
Denver's just another tool for us to continue to get better and improve and try and do things the right way. Man, I suck.
Feels like an unfolded lawn chair.
I suck. It's official. It's official. I suck. Ah. You're so freaking average.
As Romo finds rhythm, the Cowboys' offense begins to look sharp.
Come on, right? Now you fat guys are moving. Good job.
22X.
He's not seeing the ball. No. So if you just run out of it hard, no matter where you are, we're going to be fine.
Danny Amendola is rarely on the receiving end of a Tony Romo pass. Number 18 will have to make the team any way he can.
Last week we were in San Diego. They kicked the out of it.
Amendola fumbled the football, and the Chargers have recovered. And that is something a rookie free agent cannot do.
One, I fumbled. I'm like, yeah, I have one. It was a short one like this, and I was waving it off.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't fumble, he has a 9.5-yard return, though, which isn't bad against that punter. I mean, I thought he showed a little bit as far as a return guy. He does catch it all every time, but he's got to hold on to the football.
It's one thing to fail. It's something else to never get a chance. Number 16, TODD LOWBER, has yet to play in a game. Such is life for the 80th man on the roster.
Good, there you go, Todd.
This is how it goes, you know. You just got to wait for your turn, and when that opportunity comes, you take advantage of it.
After weeks of struggle, LOWBER has elevated his game and perhaps his chances of actually making the team.
There we go, good, good. 16 getting better. Yeah. He's starting to do it the right way.
I know I can compete, I know I can play, I know I can do the things that I've been blessed with and establish to the coaches that, you know, this kid may be able to, you know, he may be able to hack it in this league, so.
You're getting better, you're starting to, and I'm gonna tell you what you're doing, you're starting to listen, because earlier you weren't, but you're starting to listen and you're starting to get it. What's gonna happen is I'm not gonna be on the field when they're out, you know, going against the opponent, so I try to make it as tough as possible on them. We're getting guys knocked around and guys just trying to just kind of float. Crank it up. If you don't want to be out here, don't get on the bus. You understand me? If you don't want to be out here, don't get on the bus.
Though it's just a practice, Terrell Owens prepares with an intensity and focus few players can match.
Just like candy.
Romo to Owens is one sweet connection. But for a duo that rarely misses, their excuses come suspiciously quickly.
The running joke is whenever I underthrow him, I gotta throw it farther. But if I ever overthrow him, I can't say anything. So today, I was like, it's just, you used to be fast. You used to be able to go and get those balls once in a while, but it's okay. I mean, I'll take a little off.
I tell you what, that's probably the first time he's overthrown me, since training camp. And there's a very good reason for that. It's basically due to the altitude. The air is a little thinner, so he's able to kind of chunk the ball a little bit further than normal. That doesn't happen very often.
I ain't gonna lie, the air up here is very thin. I had to get used to that out there. After the first couple, you'd be like,
it's hard to breathe out here, huh?
Well, you all right? You breathing?
Kind of hurt a little bit. What we got?
The altitude getting you, huh? Our lineman over there like, I can't breathe right now. I can't breathe.
Come on, breath.
A lot of people say, it's not that bad. But when you running around, it takes some adjusting.
Trying to get them lungs open, buddy.
I didn't even know it was a thin air up here in Denver. I never heard of such a thing. We make very little of that, and it's all in the mind. You just got to go about your business and don't worry about stuff like that. You can't control it.
All-Pro DeMarcus Ware doesn't seem affected by Denver's altitude or anything else on a football field.
How is it trying to block 94? Because I think he's single-handedly just...
Dude,
he dominates practice.
It's like you're a kid. You're like holding my head.
Football may be child's play for DeMarcus Ware, but it's playing with his baby that makes the big man smile.
Yeah, I'm over here on the other side.
I just do a little eye chat deal, talk to her, let her know that I'm still daddy, and, talk to my wife a little bit.
Head, shoulder, knees and toes.
Me and my wife, we lost 3 kids. We just felt in our hearts, and at that time, the perfect time was for us to adopt a kid because this kid that we adopted, she was in need of a family. And if we weren't there, we don't know where she would have went.
Hey.
Just seeing and just smiling at us every day it's a blessing.
Yeah.
In the NFL, the young aren't treated with kid gloves. In fact, at dinner, they do the treating.
Order what you want. It's on Martellus. Damn! What happened? What it look like? Let me see it. Nah, man. Let me just see it real quick. Let me see it real quick. Show it. Bam. Oh, man, that ain't nothing. Oh, please.
Picking up a dinner check is the least of Martellus Bennett's worries. What the rookie needs to do is pick up better practice habits.
Don't give the defense any advantage, okay?
My stance?
Well, no, I'm talking about that shirt hanging out right there, all right? And just easy for you to grab, okay?
Yeah, it's practice, though, okay?
So practice, just tuck it in.
Come in here, one of the best players in the country, second-round draft pick, struggle a little bit because it's just the beginning. But once you get your swagger back, you recognize what you could do. You know your ability, then you start to get a feel for it, then you get more confident in whatever it is you're doing. You just start playing better.
Hey, you're doing a lot better job coming out of them routes, man. You got yourself in shape and you're doing a lot better.
There we go, Leo.
You did a great job on 2 occasions where you got your second step down, boom, boom, before you hit the guy, and it was over.
Yeah, I'm just throwing out.
Yeah, okay.
I had my best 4 practices the last 4 days.
I'm telling you.
I feel good. Hey, Gotta give Jerry Jones his money's worth. Hopefully he paid me again.
Getting a paycheck is what makes these guys professionals. But it's coaches like Brian Stewart that make them pros.
Hey, and bring it up a notch, all right? When you go in there, bring it up a notch.
Let's go, let's go.
Will, wink 4. Tee off on these. Hey, Pat, keep your head up so you can see what you're hitting now. It's a clue. Get your ass down there lower. Get outside, get outside, get outside. We know they run outside. Don't let them come outside on us. Who's my last Will over here?
Jump outside.
I don't give a damn. Don't look for an excuse, look for an answer. Get outside. The main thing that got me fired up, got me excited was we weren't doing the little things. That upset me. Your position coaches are supposed to nurture you and teach you and get you, and they're rooting for you. I'm not, because I'm tired of people not rushing when they're supposed to rush. I'm tired of people not keeping leverage when they're supposed to keep leverage. I'm tired, and pretty soon, this whole room is gonna be tired. And when we're all tired, you got to go. I gotta be ready when the ball snaps. That is my job. If you refuse to accept that job, there's other jobs that don't pay as well as this one that you can take, you can do. So tomorrow, so my blood pressure won't be up, you better not go to sleep tonight. You better know every single damn thing they've been doing. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Let's break.
Roy Williams is ready to answer Coach Stewart's challenge. He is not ready, however, for the constraints of this morning's practice.
They don't want the safeties to butt up. They want the safeties to just tag off in 9-on-7.
I ain't tagging nobody.
Yeah, you are. I'm tagging off.
Let me tell you something, partner.
They not.
I ain't tagging on nobody.
Tag
We
off.
hitting today.
Tag off in 9-on-7.
Tell them that. Tell them that.
All right, let's have a good day now. Let's go.
Not after what you just got to telling me I'm not going to have a good
I
day.
know it. Let's have a good day.
Without hitting, things are downright friendly.
Big Red, what up, baby?
We got 3-8.
Number 35 rookie KEON Lattimore wouldn't mind taking a shot. He didn't play a down in the first preseason game.
We got a lot of backs here, and I just understand, the situation. So I know I get my opportunity, and when my chance comes, I'm just do my best to make the best of that opportunity.
But the rookie seems lost in Dallas's complicated offense.
839 H flat.
In the
Got to
gun.
run it from offset.
Right.
Keon, let's talk about your assignment here. Who do you have on this? You have the mic.
You start off with them rookie jitters, and the pace of the game is real up tempo. It's faster than college. So after you get a couple practices under your belt, a couple weeks of camp, you definitely adjust to it a little more. And I think I'm moving right along.
The practice, which was supposed to have been light touch, is turning ever more physical.
I think the tempo is just supposed to be like a little tag off, but these guys, they really come at it. They get after it. And even though we in shorts and shoulder pads, we might as well have been full pads because, these guys come hard. Guy caught me today, though, man. He hit me pretty hard today.
It's one thing to knock around a rookie free agent. Quite another to go after a number 1 pick, Cowboys running back Felix Jones.
Were they hitting y'all?
They're bringing it, yeah. They was bringing it. We're bringing it, too.
They was telling, Camp came to us talking about just tag them up, don't hit them or none of that.
Niggas was bringing it, dog. Surprised me. I was like, oh, all right.
Well, Camp was over here telling us don't touch their players, and they're over here loading off on you guys, and that kind of pissed me off. We're supposed to have a nice little cool little practice, but you guys are over here going the extra mile just to try to establish a dominance. I didn't really have an opportunity to have any good kill shots, but, you know, if I have one, I'm going to go ahead and take it. I want to decleat somebody.
In the afternoon practice, Williams does his best to do just that.
Go get it! Get it out! There you go! Nice job! Nice job, Roy. That away.
I really have a feeling somebody might be getting in a fight today. Just a hunch.
Were you mixing it up in there? Yeah, of course. You know me. I'm always starting the fight. Wherever the fight is, just know I'm in the middle of it.
Avoiding trouble isn't always easy. Neither is asking for a second chance. But that's what Adam Jones is doing by asking the NFL to reinstate him.
Dear Commissioner Gardell, I want to thank you for allowing me to participate in the training camp and preseason. I want to take this opportunity to ask you to please reinstate me fully into the NFL. Over the past year and a half, I recognize that I've made mistakes and have not lived up to the standards expected of a professional athlete. However, with the help of the NFL and the Dallas Cowboys, I feel that I have turned a corner. I assure you that I will not repeat any of my mistakes.
The other night, right before we had the game with San Diego, Adam Jones came up and gave me a big old bear hug, made me feel like $1 million. He said, Jerry couldn't be here without you. Thank you. It's great to be back.
Now, I've always been honest with you, and I'll always be that way. Last week, I thought our first group was ready to play. First group offense, first group defense. They were ready to play. The rest of the guys, the second group and the special teams, were not ready to play. Everybody needs to get ready to play, and we did not do that last week. We're counting on everybody here. We're counting on everybody here to come through for us. If you're going to make the team, we want you to contribute to the team. So get yourself ready to play.
Well, here's something that's never happened before. The Dallas Cowboys are playing a football game at Invesco Field at Mile High.
I guess we get to see a lot more of the young guys that they have to make decisions on when it comes down to cutting down the roster.
Hey, I just want to welcome y'all to Mile High Theater, starring none other than myself. None other than myself. It's game 2, man. It's a second test, man. It's a second test, man. Relax and play a game like you always do. You're a great football player, baby. Do your man. Do your It's just like kindergarten, baby. Take the fear, put it in the bottle, set it over here, man, and open that courage up, man. Get off the rock, number 1. Use your hands, number 2, and play ball, baby.
In the preseason, starters have a small window of opportunity to hone their skills. The Cowboys' first team looks sloppy.
False start offense, number 76.
They jumped offside, our guy moved the ball.
It was 2-1 because that guy over there said he was in the neutral zone, and they came over and said he snapped the ball.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
There were 12 men in the offensive huddle. That's a 5-yard penalty.
There wasn't anybody in the huddle. We only got 11 out there. How can they be in the huddle? We only had 11. Gee.
The starting defense is having troubles of its own.
Cutler will give it to Hall. A little cut back into the middle. He bounces off tackles. Tank Johnson and Zach Thomas both ran into him at the 35.
Get his ass!
Back is Cutler to stand lots of time. Deep ball down the right side. Jenkins got beat. It's caught at the 35 by the rookie Eddie Royal.
Mike Jenkins has lost his mind. He can't hear. He doesn't know what the coverage is. He's slipping and falling.
They give to Hall. Over the top. Brady James couldn't slow him down. Touchdown, Denver. That wasn't very impressive.
Damn it.
It's the Dallas defense getting shoved around the field tonight. Second and goal at the 3. Cutler rolling right, looking, throwing in the end zone, diving, touchdown. Broncos have the first 2 scores of the night.
Everybody thought we had a train trip, a plane trip, and any other trip you can think of. We had it. I'm tired. I know it. What we got to do? What we got to do? Go to the fundamentals. That's what we practice for. That's why you practice when you're tired. Go to your fundamentals, all right? Lock in on what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about nothing else.
Whatever Reverend Ellis preached to the choir, it worked.
Because these guys were a little stirred up this series.
There you go. Good job. Good job. Come on, get him. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
That time just a yard. DeMarcus Ware appears to be a bit fired up now.
Atta baby. Atta baby.
Hell, we can't play no worse than we played. Hey, look, we're still in the game.
Yeah, all right, man. All we got to do is just play. Everybody play their job, and we can be good.
Now it's the backups' turn on offense. They start to move the ball efficiently.
I think it's time to get the ball in Felix Jones's hands.
Well, he is in as the 3rd down back. Johnson back over the middle. Ball's caught at the 23. Felix gets away to the 40 and the 45.
Nice job.
Miles Austin in at wide receiver for the first time in a 3-wide set. Johnson going deep down the right side for Miles Austin. He caught it at the 10-yard line, fighting double coverage.
And this is a continuation of last week, Brad, where Miles Austin stepped up and ended up being the Cowboys' leading wide receiver.
Come on, Miles. Let's do it, Miles.
Got a chance here.
Shotgun for Johnson. Snap is back. He looks right. It's a fade to Austin. Oh, what a leaping catch.
Got it.
Now, it's only preseason, young fella. Save some of that good stuff. Touchdown, Miles Austin.
Wow.
Hell yeah, Miles.
Way to go, Miles.
And he's coming to his own.
Then, just like that, Miles Austin's night is finished. He is injured covering the kickoff following his touchdown. Now the only question is, how serious is the injury?
Damn. All right, you done for tonight anyway.
Miles Austin, I'm just pretty sure his night is done one way or another. And you just hope it's not worse than that, as well as he's looked in these first 6 quarters of preseason football.
Adam Jones has not looked as good, but a talent like his can burst through on any play.
So we're going to get to see Pac-Man Jones catch a punt. Backing up at the 16, up the field, 25. Turning right.
Get a block here.
30 Pac-Man. 40 dodging to the right. Taken down there. No yellow laundry. Oh, now there's lots of...
There's 4 flags down there.
Oh, my goodness.
Damn it. You gotta be me.
Christy?
He spiked the ball, guys. They making it for delay of game because when Jones came up, he threw the ball down.
Hey, you can do that.
Well, he hadn't played in a year. He forgot the rules.
Forgetting a rule might be overlooked, but some things are harder to forgive.
Terrific play by Pac-Man Jones again, who jumped the route.
Pac-Man almost had 6.
And the penance for dropping the football still applies. While Jones is doing push-ups, Martellus Bennett is pushing back against mediocrity.
Now it's 14-10 Denver, and Folk will kick off. It'll be Russell from the 2, up the left side to the 15, quickly to the 20, and spilled. Nice tackle by Martellus Bennett.
I just made a tackle.
Hello, Jace. Yeah, leave him in. Leave 80 in.
Johnson back 5 steps, pats, wakes, throws over the middle, caught. Bennett broke the tackle. Bennett to the 40 with a first down.
See the tight end? Holy Christmas.
Nice work by Martellus Bennett for 11 yards.
Actually ran with the ball like a tight end there.
And broke a tackle.
Do that every day. That's you all the time. All the time. What?
Much better night for Martellus Bennett.
That?
Hello.
Hey, good job turning up. See how you break tackles when you split 2?
right, that's a hell of a job. Let's go. Let's win it, all right?
Bennett has finally earned praise. Now, number 16 Todd LOWBER and KEON LATTIMORE are about to earn some playing time. Their very first NFL game action. The chance of a lifetime.
LOWBER wide left in a 3-wide set. Martell back, sets up, lots of time, deep ball for LOWBER, a little comeback, and he caught it at the 50. Trying to get loose now to the 40. And is he excited?
Now you're starting to play with some confidence. And I saw that in the last couple of days. But the thing is you know, I get hard on you because I try to put as much pressure on you as possible. And you're starting to respond. And now look at the results. Just keep working. All right? Keep working.
Don't say it's not important. It's important to somebody.
Go.
These young men are fighting for jobs right now.
Now, just like we did in practice, no different. Concentrate. If we get runs, plays, make sure you press the line of scrimmage, make you read. Well, like you
I got you.
Okay, protection, do the same thing.
Okay.
All right?
KEON LATTIMORE is the tailback for Dallas. Handoff Lattimore, a little shake and bake at right tackle across the 45 up to the 48.
First time he's touched the ball in preseason.
Come on. Snap is back. It's a draw to Lattimore. Starts right, comes left, and up the field comes Lattimore across the 40 with a first down to the 39.
He's deceptively quick because he's built like a fullback.
Come on, huddle up, come on. Get ready.
Draw to Lattimore, bobbled and gathered it in. Broke free to the 30, and a touchdown saving tackle is made. Amendola had that safety blocked down on the outside. If that tackle had been broken by Lattimore, he was going to score.
Oh, there you go.
Got a chance here, boys.
This is only a 7-point game.
Come on. We got to get in right now. Come on. Listen.
Gun double right. John the left. F jump. Go right. Ready?
Drive right.
I need you there.
Okay.
You got the flat.
I got it.
Lattimore lining up in the wrong place, doesn't know where to go. 2 receivers left. Bartell yelling signals. Snap is back standing. Lots of time. Throws the ball out, intercepted at the 7-yard line.
Oh, my God.
If you look at that replay, Amendola got out in the slot. He sat down. Bartell looked him in the eye, and Amendola moved inside, and Bartell threw outside.
Another one of those miscommunications.
In spite of a valiant drive by the third team, a slow start by the first team put the Cowboys in a hole, and Dallas falls to 0-2 in preseason.
Now this is the one he might have scored on right here.
Don't show me that, coach. Oh, man. Oh, I should have broke that hole. That's on me. I got to get them knees up. That's how, you know that's discipline, man. That's how. Big bro gonna get me for that one.
The cloud over this game for Dallas, the knee injury to Miles Austin. And we don't know the severity of that.
But now they get back to Dallas, they can get back into a good routine.
This team ready to go home, and there are things to work on when they get home.
The team returns to Dallas after the loss, only to be met with one far greater.
You got a good thing going for a little while, and then something crazy in the game just sets 2.5 years of work back.
Miles has got an MCL. It's a grade 3 sprain, so it's more than likely it's going to be a 4 to 6 week deal. But we're not giving up on the 4 versus the 6.
I got to find a way to, fix this situation and get back. It's going to take a lot more work, but at least you know how to do it.
For Miles Austin, getting healthy is all that matters. For the Cowboys, Getting better just got harder.